Welcome to a brand new season of the Funnell Forecast. And we've got a new format for you this year. I hope you're excited.
And the cross by Heffernan, and was that a foul? It's a goal anyway from Funnell.
We'll tell you about what we're doing very, very shortly. But one thing that hasn't changed in this world of change is the main man himself, Tony Funnell. He's back again for more punishment. How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, good to be back.
Are you excited about the new football season?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. It's never changed over the years. Everyone's always excited at the start of a new season. Forget about what happened last year and got new hopes for the next season.
Well, Tony, as I said, things are going to be slightly different this year, but the competitive edge will still be there. If anything, it's going to be a little bit trickier. As this year, we're going to be doing Soccer Saturday Super 6. And that requires you, Tony, to really put all your football punditry knowledge and skills on the line in one swoop. Can you do it?
Yeah, it's something I've never really done before. My son's normally done it, and I've had the odd go. He said, "Oh, you have a go this week, see how you do." And I've never done very well, really. So, it'd be interesting. But, whenever he's asked me to do it, it's been like spur of the moment. So hopefully as the season goes on, can think a bit more about it. Because at the beginning of the season, it's a bit of a shot in the dark. First half a dozen games, you don't know how teams are going to be. So, yeah, it's a bit of guesswork to begin with.
And I think, of course, that makes it extra hard is that last season we were asking you to predict outcomes. Now we're asking you to predict score lines, Tony.
Yeah, I must admit, I enjoyed the outcome of the games because that was a bit easier. To predict the actual scores is hard. But, a lot of people do well doing it.
They do indeed.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes it, because, last season we started toying with the idea of getting the fans involved more in the Funnell Forecast. So this year, we're asking you all to get involved as well and inviting you to join our own league. Where you can go head-to-head with Tony every week and we can see who's the best at making these predictions. How do you think that's going to go, Tony?
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I think I did have a little sneaky look, and I think we've got 100 people in there now in the league.
Wow. That's a good number. That's excellent. And if you would like to join our league and you've got the app already, all you need to do is click in the app on the menu. It says Leagues, and then you have to enter a 6-digit PIN, which is Z4P2PS. That's Z4P2PS. Good. So, Tony, should we get going? Should we give it a go?
Yeah, I'm just sort of thinking on the Super 6. What is the main prize? Is it the back of the net bottle opener, or is it the 250 grand?
People would give their left arm, right arm, maybe all their limbs for one of those bottle openers. So
who's going to be the first one to get one?
Yeah, nobody's won one, really, have they at all?
No.
We gave one away for charity, but we're not counting that one. So no one's actually won one. So fingers crossed, one of you out there will. And maybe when we get near the end of the season, we might give out some prizes like that to go along with it. So we'll look at the games. Here we go. First game, Tony. West Ham versus Newcastle.
Yeah, West Ham and Newcastle. I mean, good result for Bournemouth in the friendly game. I know it was only a friendly game. But what were the signings that Newcastle made this last couple of weeks? I'm going to go for a Newcastle win, and I'm going 2-1 to Newcastle.
Brilliant. So Bournemouth reserves to win 2-1 against, Newcastle to win at West Ham. I reckon probably Callum Wilson might get a couple there, Tony. He does quite well against West Ham in the past.
Yeah, I should think he'll be well up for it because he is wearing the number 9 shirt, isn't he?
No, he's turned it down. He wants number 13.
Oh, right.
That's his lucky number. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, if it's lucky for him, yeah. I think if he stays fit, he'll score goals.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We won't talk about the other one. Crystal Palace versus Southampton, Tony. How do you think that one will go?
I'm going for a 1-0 away win for Southampton. Mainly because I think Southampton, after lockdown, they were one of the top 3 teams. They were very consistent, weren't they? And worked so hard. So, yeah, I'm going for a 1-0 away win.
Yeah, I agree with you then. I haven't heard Palace strengthening much either, which I think they needed to. So that will be an interesting game. Yeah, I think I probably agree with you there, Tony. I think it'll be a Southampton win. Also, it'll be interesting to see if they can build on that success they've had. Because sometimes teams have a good season, don't they? Or in a purple patch, then they drop away. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Now, unbelievably, the first, because it won't be on here every week, the first one of these that we do, and what game pops up? Bournemouth versus Blackburn. Tony.
Yeah, it is good that Bournemouth are on our screens for the first week. And they're going to be on our screens for the first week, and they're going to go away with a 2-1 victory.
Love it. Well done, Tony. I like that. Have you seen any or read anything about the Bournemouth going into the next season?
No, I haven't seen hardly anything.
It's interesting.
I did see the one little bit on the internet about possibility of a Stoke striker that might be interested. I think would do well to get another striker. I think you've got to make sure you got plenty of goals in your side. Yeah,
I agree with you. With King probably leaving, that only leaves Solanke and Surridge. Difficult to say whether they'd be able to produce week in, week out. When the Bournemouth team played West Ham, Tony, there was a lot of wing player and a lot of cutting in from the wingers. That Dan Juma guy, he looks good.
On a couple of occasions last season, I thought he did well. So fingers crossed the full season, and he'll do well for us.
Yeah, should be exciting. And then we move on to this game here. We got Huddersfield versus Norwich.
Yeah, Norwich signed a lot of players, haven't they? How many they'll put straight in? But I'm going to go for a Norwich win, and I'm going 2-1 again. 2-1 away win for Norwich.
Yeah, they'll be really hoping to start strong, won't they? Especially, as you said, after all the players they've bought. I think it kind of might work in Bournemouth's favour. We're playing them early, because I think we only played them in a few weeks. Because all those players bed in, they might be a different outfit.
Yeah, you're right there.
And then we got, this is an exciting game, Tony. QPR versus Nottingham Forest.
I know. I really wasn't sure on this one. And I did have a little look, and I did, because I do a lot of, I like doing the goals galore, and Queen's Park Rangers did score a lot of goals last season. I think you'll probably find they was in the top scorers of the championship last year. And I did have a little sneaky look today and noticed that Nottingham Forest were not too good away from home in the latter part of the season. So I'm going to go for another 2-1 to QPR.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I don't know a lot about those two teams. Obviously, Nottingham Forest, the fallen giant. Everyone talks about them every season. They expect them to do well. And they've been in the championship for an awfully long time now, haven't they?
Yeah, they need Cloughie to come back, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
What he did there was amazing, wasn't it? Brilliant.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. Sometimes a manager just works, doesn't he? And then we got Derby versus Reading.
Yeah. This one, I wasn't too sure, but Derby were a strong side last season. They were there and thereabouts, weren't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Derby, and I'll be interested to see now how many games I've predicted 2-1.
Yeah, I think it's quite a few, Tony. Yeah. I think it is. Now, I've got another little challenge for you, Tony, and this this is kind of a little jackpot challenge, really. I need from you a golden goal time. So that's the minute in which you think the first goal will be scored in the 6 games that we looked at. So what time do you think the first goal will go in?
The first goal will go in.
Can I remind you, there is VAR in some of these games.
I'm going to go for the 11th minute.
Brilliant. 11th minute. Okay. Pop that in there.
I did forget about that, actually.
Now, this isn't relevant to our league. However, on the app, anyone can win the Sky Sports jackpot. If you get the scores right and you're tied on points with someone else, that golden goal that you chose there, Tony, that's the deciding factor.
Yes, yeah.
So, before we finish, Tony, how do you think Bournemouth will get on this season in the Championship?
I definitely think that they will be in the top 3 or 4. I do think they need to probably get 2 or 3 additions to the side because it's a tough league, and I think it's a league that takes a lot out of teams because there's so many games in quick succession. Because I think mostly you're playing 2 games a week. So I think Bournemouth do need to invest a little bit, which I think they will. I think there's a lot of players gone out and a lot of money coming in, and I don't think they won't go without spending some of that. And in the past, the club have been very good at getting good youngsters from teams. So hopefully they can do the same again and we'll have a good season because they got the basis of a side there. It just all depends if another couple go. I mean, hopefully they don't.
Yeah, I agree. That will be a problem if more than one more is lost, I think.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. We do need to strengthen as a club. What's really interesting this season, Tony, it's a bit weird because of the way that the season started and the timing of it all. Of course, the transfer window for our club doesn't slam shut until the middle of October or something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so for most clubs, then there's going to be a few more comings and going. So I just hope for Bournemouth there's not too many more go.
No.
I know there's talks of David Brooks going, but possibly another good season in the Championship. And he was injured for so long, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that some of the players nowadays would support the club as much as the club support them. Doesn't always happen, does it?
No, it doesn't always happen, and that was in the news this week with a certain ex-player, Tony, who came out in the news this week and said that if he had played and had extended his contract, he thinks that Bournemouth would have stayed up. Not particularly helpful things to say, is it? Now,
I didn't hear that comment, but I'm pretty sure he would have helped the situation. And I don't know. It's difficult. He's made his decision now.
Yeah.
I think the majority of people thought he should have carried on and played the last few games. So, I don't know. It's a difficult. If he'd got a bad injury and he'd lost his move, that wouldn't have been very good. But I don't know. I think he should have played.
Yeah, and
but we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know if there was reasons for him making that decision.
No, very true.
From the outside, we don't really know. So you can't always slag off the manager or slag off the player if you don't know either way what's gone on.
No, but perhaps the decision to talk about it now
definitely
is a bit, what's the point of that?
It was, I would say, I mean, I didn't hear it, but for that to come out, there was no need for that to come out.
No, completely. So, ending on a final positive note there, Tony, what do you think we can expect then from Bournemouth? Is it going to be goals this season?
Well, so far it looks. The trouble is you can't go by a couple of friendlies, can you? But at the same time, they look like they want to play attacking football. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, Bournemouth could next season play the Man United way.
What's the Man United way, Tony?
Score more goals than the other team.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's the Man United. I didn't know which Man United team you were talking about.
Yeah,
fantastic. Right, so that'll be enough for us for today from the Funnell Forecast. So I got so excited then I lost my words. Remember, you can play. Join our league. You'll need to be over 18 or play with somebody who is over 18, and you can use the code Z4P2PS. Now's the time to get predicting. We'll find out next week if you can beat the Funnell Forecast. Adios.